Hello and welcome everyone. Today we are focusing on drawing shapes and forms. We're going to be focusing on spheres, cubes, cylinders, and cones. Now we're going to start off with the circle. If we're drawing circles, we want to make sure that we draw them inside of a square. So we want to draw a circle. Right, so now that we have a square, we need to find the center. So we're going to draw corner to corner to draw an X. And that's going to give us our center line. And now that we have a square, we could cut some of these corners here. Now we could find the circle within the square. And we should be able to draw a circle within that parameter. Now that's going to be important once we start drawing cylinders. But let's add some form to this circle here. So now that we have a circle, we could draw some ovals inside of this circle to turn it into a sphere and give it some dimension. And you could start it off in the half point. That's the half point, horizontal. Now let's add a vertical oval. Now that's starting to give it some form. And if we darken the lines that are coming forward, that's going to help with giving it some dimension. And now we have some form. And if we add more of these ovals, that might help. And it helps if you imagine the roundness of the sphere as you're drawing your ovals. Now our circle has more dimension and it starts to give the circle some form just by adding a few simple lines. Now next we're going to draw a cube. We're going to start off with the corner. So draw a straight vertical line. Now these two lines are almost parallel but not quite. They're going to converge and they're going to meet eventually at the vanishing point. But a good gauge is to draw them almost as parallel lines. Let's draw the right side now. And you want to keep both sides around the same size, same width. We have left and right side now. Let's draw the top. We're gonna crisscross. Almost parallel lines. So this line, and this line should almost be parallel, but they are converging to the same vanishing point. And if you're new to vanishing points and perspective, I have a few videos regarding 1-point perspective and 2-point perspective. And for the top here, you sort of want to have this diamond shape for the top of your cube. And we could draw the inside of the cube as well, just to give it more form. And there you have it. Now we have a cube. Now let's move on, draw a cylinder. Now with the cylinder, we can start off with drawing a box in a 1-point perspective. So I'm going to start off with a rectangle. And now that we have a box, we could follow the same steps as drawing a circle and a square, but drawing an X to find the center, and then drawing the circle inside of the square. If we follow that same rule, we'll be able to draw an oval in perspective. So this is what I mean. I'm going to draw an X, corner to corner to find the center. And then we cut some of this corner. We'll be able to draw an oval inside of this square in perspective. We can do the same for the bottom. Now the curve should be similar to the top. Now we could draw straight lines, straight vertical lines. From the top oval to the bottom oval. And there you go, now we have a cylinder. Now let's continue and draw one more. We're going to draw a cone. Now with the cone, we could start off with a square in perspective. Find that center point. Cut some of those corners off. And now you could draw your oval within that range. Once you have your oval, you can draw a straight line from the center, which we have already. And then from the top of the line, draw it to both sides of your So now once you have the center line, draw both lines to the bottom of that oval. And that should give us that cone shape. Now in today's video, we take a look at how to draw spheres, cylinders, cones, and cubes. Now if you would like to see more videos, please subscribe, hit the notification, like the video, and I will see you next time.